Today's markets are moving with the rhythm of uncertainty. Inflation pressures are softening, but global politics and tech upheavals are throwing new twists into the financial narrative. From Wall Street's cautious optimism to a $1.5 billion crypto surprise involving Donald Trump's sons and a brewing Wall Street firewall aimed at Chinese IPOs, today's headlines aren't just market noise. They are signals of a shifting financial order. Welcome to Finance Pulse, and here are the top headlines of the day. Stock futures in the US opened the day largely flat, with markets caught between softening labor signals and renewed hopes of a Federal Reserve pivot. Dow futures edged slightly lower, while the S&P 500 and Nasdaq futures managed modest gains. What's driving this quiet caution? All eyes are on the jobs report due Friday, but even ahead of that, recent job openings data released on Wednesday painted a clearer picture. The labor market is cooling. Investors are now pricing in a higher probability that the central bank will shift its stance in September, a move that would mark a significant turn in the fight against inflation. Adding to the market, mood was a lift from tech stocks, particularly Alphabet, the parent company of Google. In a dramatic legal move with global implications, US President Donald Trump has asked the Supreme Court to uphold his controversial global tariffs, an effort that could reshape America's trade leverage if successful. Trump is seeking an expedited review of a federal court decision that ruled against his authority to impose sweeping import taxes using a decades-old emergency powers law. That 1977 statute, originally intended for national crisis, became the legal backbone for Trump's aggressive tariff strategy during his presidency, especially targeting China, steel, and aluminium imports. Staying with the Trump family but turning to crypto, there was a major shakeup on Wall Street this week as American Bitcoin Corp, a mining company tied to Donald Trump's two oldest sons, made its stock market debut. And the numbers? Eye-popping. On its very first day of trading on the Nasdaq, shares of the company more than doubled at one point, sending the valuation of the Trump sons' stake to well over $1.5 billion. The company's listing reflects growing interest in crypto infrastructure, not just coins or tokens, but the mining and tech backbone that makes it all work. And finally, the Nasdaq exchange is drawing a line in the sand, targeting the flood of small Chinese IPOs that have raised eyebrows among regulators and investors alike. In a statement released Wednesday, Nasdaq proposed a major change requiring Chinese-based companies to raise at least $25 million from their initial public offering to be eligible for listing. The move comes amid growing geopolitical tensions between the US and China, but also reflects deeper concerns about market integrity and investor protection. In recent months, dozens of tiny Chinese firms have listed on Nasdaq with minimal revenue and thin operations, triggering volatility and, in some cases, regulatory scrutiny. That's all in Finance Pulse for today. Follow the Finance 360 for more updates.